Hello dear friends. The 5th beta version of iOS 26 for developers has been released. It will also be the second public beta for everyone. In the video, I will tell you about all the innovations and fixes in the firmware in practice. Make yourself comfortable. A lot of animation has been added to the operating system, for example, screen lock, keyboard animation on the lock screen. In the control center, the animation of swiping up or down occurs with a jump. And Wi-Fi networks are now displayed with a lock if they are not public. Swiping back in the browser is also performed with a jump. And in the music application, the control center is hidden and does not appear until you completely scroll up the page. And when the battery charge is low, a pop-up window from the dynamic island will now be displayed signaling that the charge remains less than 20%. When the power-saving mode is activated, the corresponding animation will be launched. After installing the update, Apple directly recommends activating the adaptive power mode, which is located in the settings, battery, power mode, adaptive power mode. They piled up more liquid glass, that is, liquid glass. For example, the minuses in the icons became translucent. The transparency of the buttons in the photo application has increased. And when you launch a photo, you will see that the calendar is now also located in a translucent button. They refreshed icons like the iTunes Store application, Games, and this is what the new AirDrop icon looks like. When you launch Games, a pop-up notification will now be displayed indicating that the game mode is activated as a separate space where you can view information about the game with achievements, scoreboards and a call in the game center. See friends and contacts who can join you in the game, and also go to the game settings, where you can adjust the brightness, volume, connect a controller and activate or deactivate the game mode. In the standard Mail application, if you, for example, go to the Incoming tab, you can now see a separate Select button, which was previously located in the More menu. In the settings of the standard Camera application, if you scroll to the very bottom of the list, you can now find a new item for classic mode switching. How does it work? If you go to the Camera application, then swiping the modes in one direction, you can see that the carousel of modes also switches in the same direction, and this direction can be changed in the settings by activating this classic mode. In this case, everything will now be the other way around. This function is similar to the mouse scrolling mode on Mac computers, where you can also reverse this same direction. In the Safari application, going to the Tabs menu, you no longer see a new empty group of tabs, but you can still go to it in order to create a new group of tabs. In the Control item, the local recording icon has been changed. The choice of save location has been removed, now only in Download, but now there is a switch to record only audio. In the system settings, the modem firmware has been updated. You can see it in the About This Device section. Modem firmware 3.0.2.0.2. Check the connection quality, and when setting up a new screen, a cancel button has now appeared. Fix some bugs. For example, when setting up wallpaper, the process could go very slowly with animation. Now it's faster. Fix the slow operation of CarPlay, and we have a full-length review on the channel, and there are many interesting innovations. All information on the firmware has also been updated, which can be viewed in the review, news, iOS and iPadOS 26 Beta 5 release application. Here are all the new features, as well as fixes and bugs found in the operating system. Some applications, such as the camera, began to launch faster. Some animations have become better, and some still lag. For example, when adding controls, this menu lags.
Resolution 422 at 514 points. There is no such permit of the actual Apple Watch. These are the Apple Watch Ultra 3 screen, which will be slightly larger than the second generation. In Ultra 2, the display has a resolution of 410 by 502 pixels. From other things, according to rumors, Satellite communication for a message. Determination of high blood pressure. The new OLED display LTPO3. Cellular communication 5G and the S10 or S11 chip will most likely be added. In general, with each new update, the firmware is becoming more stable and stable. Autonomy was a little better, even better. Be sure to leave what impressions of using the new firmware in the comments on this video. It will be interesting to read. With you was Vadim Ishchenko on the YouTube channel ProTech, sent by an imminent meeting. See you in the following videos.